welcome to Marilyn Hawes. We've had a busy day with
We have.
electricity cuts, haven't we? And you've been tapping around.
You've had a hospital lift not work. There's only one lift. We had one lift, no hospital working on the fourth floor where we parked the car. Then I find I live in fear of a little orange light coming up on the dashboard. Oh, what's that? And I get out my little booklets, and yes, it's inflation of tyres. So I've got to go back at
Oh,
4 o'clock because I think it's another pothole that's probably completely done my tyre in. I mean, I don't know why we're not sending in the bills to the councils actually, because this is the third tyre now in as many months.
you're getting pain. They're over and above us minions, us plebs. We're going to cover something like that today. But before we do, we'll start with Lucy Letby. Now, we have done a programme that's had a big influence already, talking to Keith Wilkinson, who's very much tuned into the problem. And actually, Keith went up to, I think it was Scotland this last weekend for a gathering, and we're preparing part two, which shows dastardly things going on in the NHS. It's all cover ups, certainly, and we've mentioned this several times, whether she's innocent or guilty, we don't know. She is the only one that would know. Having said that, certain things are coming out now. Some people say they're circumstantial. Well, I'm sorry, if you get so much circumstantial, it becomes an avalanche. And when you go and poke, and I'll hint at what we're going to cover, and see the mafia that exists in the NHS,
Yeah,
especially among the higher doctors,
absolutely.
who are quite famous. There were many nurses at this meeting in Scotland. They're quite famous as bullies,
Mm,
and the nurses have got to stick
mm.
together, which they're now doing.
About 200 nurses, I think, turned up, didn't they? Something like that. And I
Yes,
mean, I know this is true because when it's sort of like not going out, while we're waiting for students to come in, when I do this training with students of lived experience and trying to improve the way you talk to patients and stuff like that, you do get the few lecturers and senior people that will say the worst thing you can do is whistleblow in the NHS. And of course, that's what she did.
she did indeed, and she won,
And she won.
and she was backed by the nurses' union. But
Yeah.
that's upset the apple cart because they're all ganging up against her.
Hmm.
They've got to find out who's guilty or could be guilty. And some of the consultants have not got the best of reputation.
No.
They've gathered together and they're looking for a scapegoating culture exists. They've got to blame somebody.
Oh, they will.
It's
She was, I
nasty.
swear she's set up at the first time when it first, oh, she's guilty, she's guilty. And then when David Davis started getting involved, and I know David Davis, so he's a really nice guy. And when he started saying, well, if I can find 75% of this is questionable, then I am going to take it forward. And of course he has, and he is. So, and now she's changed to barrister. And I think this new barrister she's got and has had for a few months is really on it. I think he genuinely believes that she is innocent. I mean, there were times when something happened and she wasn't even in the ward. So, and
Well,
things that
it's the
got,
reasonable doubt that gets me.
well, this is it. You see, I was on GB News a few months ago, and there was a very arrogant young GB News lawyer that is always wheeled out to make comments. And I don't know whether you saw it, I actually told him off and I asked Patrick Christie. So I said, I have sat here very politely listening to the garbage that he's saying. So perhaps you'd like to be quiet and listen to me. Could you please do something about that, please, Patrick? Because he's not being, very courteous. And he did. He had to say, be quiet.
There you go. Right, we move on. We've got a lot to do. And we go to Canada. If there's any country that's in a worse state than UK in various ways, Canada is. They've got an extremely progressive lefty government, and they've been pushing maids for a long time. Maids is a lovely, nice expression for medical assisted dying.
Oh, right. I was thinking you meant cleaning maids. Oh,
Well, there you go. I mean, it's a nice word, it's not so bad. And now they've made the following mandatory on doctors in that if they're discussing whatever age that person is, forms of treatment, one of the things they have to point out is the possibility of euthanasia. And would you believe even teenagers have fallen for this one who can't cope with
that's
a
terrible.
particular
Oh, that's
mental
dreadful.
problem?
That's dreadful. That's
It
dreadful.
really is, and it's big state on steroids. We know how to run your lives, and if we can save money, dare one say, when you're
Oh,
getting older, there's an
makes
easy way out, fellas.
makes you think, doesn't it? It does, because I know there's a lot of doctors over here that are not happy about it at all.
No.
I think it's coming up for discussion, isn't it, in the House of Lords? And there's quite a lot of doctors that are concerned that might even resign if it did come in.
Well, like most things, abortion is an example. Thin end of the wedge. Oh, no, 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 it's the law. Look
Oh,
what
there's another one
abortion.
now, isn't there, coming out with abortion that it is just dreadful. I saw it on X the other day that there's suggestions that you will be able to have an abortion if it's not the right sex that you wanted. I mean, that
Wonderful.
just, and I put out on X, be thankful you have been, sort of diagnosed with a healthy baby, because some people haven't got that. And of course, it's a thing very close to my heart. I just think you're not picking a handbag, it's a God-given gift having a child. And I really, it really winds me up.
Well, it
Really
does.
winds me
It's
up.
far removed, or is it from, oh, we'll have a baby, it's Christmas time.
Well, yeah, yeah, yeah. A puppy is for life, not for Christmas.
Really?
Yeah.
Can we afford it? More of that, as I say later as well. But the other thing that's come out of Canada, if you're a disabled person, you've got to be worried, I'll tell you, because you're going to have pressures put on you and your immediate family who are part of this. And would you believe another category that's brought into the debate is the poor and lonely. If you're poor and can't see a way of getting out of your poverty, then you qualify. Or if you're lonely, which many people are at many ages in life, oh, that will qualify you. Yes, I didn't believe it. It's true.
Who is passing all this? Who's I mean, is this the Canadian government? Are
Oh,
they?
yes, they're left wing, progressive,
But is
liberal.
that it's actually criminal. It's tantamount to murder, really, isn't it?
Well, it sounds
Because
like something out of
you are
World War II.
you are facilitating people who are, by nature of their illnesses and mental capacity or
Yeah,
whatever, are vulnerable and can be easily taken in by those sort of messages and just go with it. And it's just so
exactly that.
wrong.
Yes, it
I
is
mean,
truly shocking.
and I don't suppose any more than there would be here. I don't suppose there's any faith leaders coming out saying about it, are there?
Oh, yes, he narrowly
Oh,
got defeated, did the Conservative, small c, Conservative Philosophy Party, narrowly got defeated. And our ex-governor of the Bank of England got it instead. And we know all about him and his progressive views. Well, there you are. That's not helpful, but that is the facts, and it'll come to other countries as well. We move on to Tesco, from the sublime to the sublimer.
you mean the fir trees that they're selling? They're not
Please,
Christmas.
let's have the right words here. They don't sell Christmas trees anymore, you're quite right. It's evergreen trees.
Evergreens, that's right. Evergreens.
Ban them. Boycott Tesco's. I'm saying this
I
now.
know. I mean, I mean, so many people. I wrote in and I said, this is ridiculous. You stop just pandering to people. This is Christmas. If you don't like Christmas, or you don't agree with our Christmas, then get out.
Yes, the vast
Why?
majority
Because
of
somebody
us,
told
yeah.
me the other day was saying, is there anywhere you can get non-halal meat anymore?
You'll be surprised how far that's gone. And having
I mean,
said that,
it's
if,
just the thin end of the wedge, isn't it? It's creeping in.
again, it is.
It's creeping in.
And if you want further endorsement, you have a look at Tesco's adverts. Not only Tesco, but other Christmas adverts.
Mm.
And you will see all the nations there celebrating Christmas. Really? I mean,
Absolutely.
who votes for these clowns? They're just as guilty.
I
Don't,
mean,
don't
truly, I had the home help person around here this morning, and she was like, it would be hilarious if it wasn't so serious. I said, it is like a sort of a sitcom thing, really, isn't it? You know, whoa, what's going to happen today then?
Yes, it is.
It's so extreme that it's difficult for some people to believe it, really, every single day. And did you see, is absolutely outrageous? Did you see the one about they're choosing 200 children to have puberty blockers? And that at age from age 10. That, I mean, the blooming parents need locking up.
Well, the NHS wants shutting down, as you've
Well,
heard that many
it is
times.
against the law.
They're encouraging this. They're breaking the first principle of the law. Why are they getting away with it?
Exactly so. How can they get away with it? It
Well,
went
they're
through
all
this.
part of the blob. They're all
Yeah,
part of the elites.
yeah. I mean, it's just like looking through glass, isn't it? It's so easy to see. You know, goodness me. I mean, I just could not. And even Elon Musk was putting stuff out on X saying this is absolutely disgusting. It is disgraceful. And I mean, it's child abuse. It is child abuse.
Exactly, it is. Now, talking about abuse, the BBC have been abusing us for decades. Let me give you an example. I used to avidly watch Have I Got News for You?
Yes.
Long time ago. It was a
Yeah.
good laugh. And people got their comeuppance. And they got the right people on there with Paul Merton and our dear friend Ian Hislop. Wow, he's been blobized if anybody has. I've noticed this actually. I won't watch it anymore because they're always having a go at the Farages, the Conservatives, anything that's centre. Now, why is this unusual? Well, he heads up Hislop Private Eye,
Mm,
which is very edgy and brilliant at times.
mm.
And he opens the door into what is going on behind that said door in the places of power. And he's done some good jobs. Why has he suddenly gone to the other side, the dark side? I wonder why. And he's actually praising and saying to the BBC, carry on. Now, it may not be as bold as that, but that's in fact what is happening. You say Trump on that programme, you're in for dead trouble. You know, you can't, certain things are banned. Anything of the left is lauded and put out there. And they have
Yes, I haven't watched it for a while. I must make a point of listening to it because, as you say, it used to be really funny, very funny and very sharp. But if it's gone down that route,
boorish is the word, and it's not just have I got news for you. I don't think I've come across a program recently that I would watch on the BBC without,
well, I don't watch the BBC at all.
no, without being sold at something.
Yes,
I
yeah,
mean,
no,
you know, the favourite one, of course, is anything that's got blue in it. Any nature program, you think, oh, it's safe watching this. No, it's not. You get preached at. We're all going to die. It's global warming.
there was someone the other day who said, I can't remember. Oh, Chris Packham, would it be?
It would be
Who
indeed.
said that we were going to run out of oxygen? We wouldn't be able to breathe.
Oh, I did this. Well, if he and his like
They
have
need
their own way,
sectioning. They need
it will
sectioning.
happen. Believe you me, they want CO2 banning. Well, we're only, what are we? About 250 on the scale at the moment, parts per million. If it drops to 150, which is every chance if these lunatics carry on, then photosynthesis doesn't take place and we will be running out of
Yeah,
oxygen. So perversely,
yeah,
it's,
yeah,
even though he's wrong.
yeah. I mean, yes. I mean, it's. I've always said also, like with the burning of the rainforests, I feel passionate about that. That I really do because those rainforests are the lungs of the world, and
It is, and it's you've got to be against something like that. But
Yep.
we're not talking about that. We're talking about the loons that keep taking things from us and saying they're bad for you. Don't worry about you paying more for your electricity than the rest of the world. We know what's right. Yeah, okay. Which is only surpassed by the stupidity of the following item, and that is Black Friday. If you've noticed, it's not one day. It's been
It's a
sneaking up.
whole month.
Well, I've traced it. The serious part of it is for 2 weeks. You got Friday week one, then Black Friday week two. I mean, who do they think we are? We that stupid?
Well, I do think what you said the other day about Amazon, I did think I had a good look at some of the clothing stuff, and the reductions that they were being made. And I had a look on eBay and I had a look at some of the other stuff on like being sold on Shein and Temu and all of that. And those are on Amazon. And I think you could be right that there is maybe second class stock that they sell off.
I guarantee, and more
I,
on Amazon,
I
very
think there
sure.
is. I think there is because when you see some of the reductions, and so much of this stuff comes from China. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me because when you actually mentioned that, as I say, I went on and sort of did a little bit of research on it, and I thought, I think you're right. Things that come up three sizes too small because they've been made by a Chinese girl who's a stick insect. What size are you? Elephant.
Yes, as in elephant. Yes, that's right. Come on, we'll have another go at something else. Strangely, but it's not. And again, they think we're stupid. Blister packs, especially medicines,
Oh, they are impossible.
especially if you've got arthritis of the hand.
Exactly.
Or not only that, you try and push these things out,
I know.
you will get tiny cuts on the end of your
It's true.
fingers.
It's true.
And then the cold weather comes, and you're
Yeah,
there for a full month not being able to touch anything.
it's so true. It's so true. Some of them, I mean, some of them are easy, but sometimes I actually have to get a kitchen knife to
Yeah,
get the thing out of even if I've managed to split the thingy, open it up, you still can't get the tablet out. Or when you do sometimes, it shoots across the living room, and
it does. And you're
I've
there
got to get it
scrabbling
before
around.
before the dog eats it. Because being a Labrador, she thinks that anything falls on the floor is for her. So the last thing she needs is heart and kidney,
Well, let's
or
educate
just
everybody,
Parkinson's pills.
including ourselves. Why did they do it? Dead simple. If they put it in an ordinary little plastic pot, as they should,
Yes.
they could charge half the price. It's a way of buy with the eyes. Oh, that must be a good medicine. Nice big box, blister packs. It's rubbish.
Oh, they are rubbish. They true. I thought it was just me because I get ever more irritated with it. And the tablets are so small. Some of them are ridiculously small. You think, how can that have any punch in it? But that does make sense. Why can't they? That's awful. Yeah, well, it's pharma, isn't it? The big pharma. They're greedy monkeys. They are.
Yeah, they get at us every way, and they certainly do that way. So it's like this stupid EU ruling over the plastic tops on your milk and whatever it is that it's got to be attached to, because if it comes off the plastic top, that bit's not recyclable and you're all going to die of a teeny. But you try it, especially when you're getting a little older and it's gasified, it goes everywhere, bursts everywhere, and you can't do it. It's a nonsense.
Well, I think most things, I think there's so much stuff that is not helpful for people with arthritis. I often think to myself, those ones that you get like domestos bleach, where you have to push in the
Yeah,
side
push
of the.
down at the same time as turn it.
How anybody with arthritis can do that is beyond me.
Well, I tell you, able-bodied can't do it either, I'll tell you.
And also the strapping, the buckles for the kids' car seats. Oh my word! And the buggies, the children's buggies. None of it is grandma proof that somebody. I've had to get people to help me get the grandchildren out the back of the car because I can't undo the buckles.
Don't.
Don't talk to strangers. Hello, young man. Can you come and help me get the kids out,
Yes,
please?
yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, all right. Only to be followed by Northern Ireland, this court decision is awful. They stopped schools basically teaching the Christian religion.
Oh, I know. And this is a Catholic country.
It's unbelievable. And you've got to make sure that things are happening that you know about. And there are certain activists from the Islam side of this world
Oh, there's a
that
surprise.
bring about things like this. And it just happens to be one person. And they can have so much influence.
Yes, yes, yeah,
And
yeah.
they stop this. I think it's crime
It's 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 it's
beyond punishment.
dreadful. It's just every time I pick something up and I think, what on what on earth is going on? Where is anyone's moral and ethical and spiritual compass? I mean, it's extraordinary. I just find it absolutely awful. And in fact, you know what? My little grandson is 3, and he's in his Christmas play, right? And I was thinking, oh golly, his dad phoned me the other day and said, "Oh, Jack wants to show you his Christmas play outfit." And I'm thinking, "Oh, please don't let it be an octopus or something like that." And there he was. Glory be. I'm a shepherd. I'm a shepherd. It's tea towel time. I was just relieved that they are actually doing a nativity, because the school he goes to, there is a very large black community. Well, also, you can't call them of color, can you now? I mean, even the brown ones and the light brown ones, you've got to call black, haven't you? But it's very, I mean, Milton Keynes has got a very high, it never used to be, but my golly, nearly every uncle and his dog is there, I think, from different countries now. So it's a lot of Jewish people as well in Milton Keynes. But yeah, no, they're actually having, I'm good for you, they're actually having a nativity. Good. So
Well
it should
done
be,
then.
as it should be.
Nice one here for you as well. Get the old BP going. 50% of parents don't send their kids to school if the child said, "Oh, don't fancy
I
going."
just,
What do you do? Who'd you get at? The
but you
parents or the
see,
kids?
that got me thinking this morning actually, and I was sort of walking around and I thought, why is that child out of school? And why is that child out? There's no school holidays. It can't. And I thought, is it an inset day? Mate, I suppose it could be an inset day. But then I did begin to think, are they children who don't want to go to school and and are just at home? But we had a colleague ring up today who does websites and everything, and he said that they had problems. He was late for this meeting, and he said, "Oh, yeah, oh, my 3 children didn't want to go to school today." I said, "Oh, this is like a catching virus, isn't it?" I said, "So what did you do?" He said, "I just said get in the car." There's nothing wrong with you. Get in the car. You're going.
Child-led education spread to the parents.
I can remember when I can remember though. It was sort of like we always used to have to walk to school when we were kids, yeah. And if it was raining outside, I thought I'm not a fan of the rain, and I thought, oh, and I used to go say to my mum, "Oh, I feel a bit hot, mum. I feel a bit hot. I don't feel very well." So she'd get a thermometer and I'd put it in my cup of tea.
You've not changed much, have you?
I'd always find a way.
All right. Listen, we got to go on to woke police because I'm losing a little bit of patience. And it's not like me, especially with the police. I'm a big supporter, having half the family being members of Her Majesty's Police Force or whatever. And they are woke depending on who's heading and steering this ship at constabulary level in the high atmosphere. And some of this is truly dreadful. Um, this is their guidance
Oh,
on
go on.
prostitution.
Oh God.
How would you? I mean, it's illegal, Let's make that clear at the beginning. And the police are told now, you can't just say, I'm arresting you because you're in the act of prostitution. You've got to say and refer to them as sexual entrepreneurs because it might upset them if they're called prostitutes. Yes, you can't write it,
I
can you?
thought they were called sex workers.
Well, sex workers again, that's halfway, but not as good as entrepreneurs. Come on. It gets worse. Non-compliance means the clink. The officers are told, first of all, they've got to do two things. You have not got to go into a brothel because you could be compromised for personal use. Don't have
Right.
anything to do with prostitutes. You could be compromised. Remember the homosexual days when it was not popular as it is now? And if you were in a senior position in anything, stay clear of the homosexual things, they'll entrap you. It's spread now to the police force, and you cannot use prostitutes for the reason aforementioned. But if you're a police officer, and I'm glad you sat down there because you're probably going to fall on the floor now. If you're a police officer and you've got a physical disability, you are exempt from this if you're disabled, because that's the only way you've got of expressing your sexuality as somebody that maybe has no legs, no arms, or whatever. So a prostitute will have you, and that's all right, according to the police.
Who makes these? Oh, must be Sadiq Khan. Is he making up a new rule book or something?
You'd have thought so. No, it comes out of various constabularies. They're not all the same, but quite a few of them are. So you're all right, officer, if you're disabled. And I thought, not see many disabled officers. Perhaps they're safe in saying this. But you're all right. Go in the place of prostitution.
The entrepreneurship.
Yes, that's for an entrepreneur that suits your proclivities. I mean, that's how daft it is, Marilyn.
It's ridiculous. I mean, you do wonder though, are people getting paid to dream this lot of nonsense up?
Probably there's enough
You know,
daft
I mean,
script writers out
what,
there.
where are their minds? Where are their brains? I just can't believe this last year has been so bad with one thing and another. I just can't believe how bad it's been. I mean, the stuff the garbage that comes out and seems to be celebrated is just off the scale, really.
It is. That's exactly what it is. And talking about off the scale, let's go to David Carrick. As you well know, this policeman has been up to no good for decades.
Mm.
And he could have been had his collar felt 30, 40 years ago. In actual fact, nobody did anything. He was hidden like so many other people in the sex acts of whatever variety. People think A, oh, he's not like that really, or B, oh, what can I do about this? I'll just shut my eyes. And next, please. And there was a letter that's just been discovered when it was a letter of confession saying that, yeah, I did molest this 12-year-old, but I won't do it again. And he didn't. Well done, him. Yes. And that was just lost in his medical records. What?
Lost.
Yes, inverted comma.
Goodness, I mean, people really, they've got blood on their hands, haven't they? That complete incompetence and not commitment to the duty of the job that you're actually
No,
doing. It's dreadful. I mean, yeah, he's got life, hasn't he? He's got full
yes,
life.
he has. He's got minimum 32 years.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, he'll have a terrible time. He will have a terrible time because
Yes,
they
what
don't
will I?
like coppers. They don't like coppers, and they don't like people who are child abusers. They don't.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
he will have a terrible time, and so he deserves.
Yes, it ain't buttling, to put it that way. Right, moving on swiftly. Aviation, the dangers of aviation. Well, I'm saying the danger of aviation. Why I mention that is the aforementioned tirade of your good self. Ryanair, that's a nice idea. Ryanair, and people are now saying, oh, that's the same thing as dealing with Amazon. Because if you go onto a Ryanair site and you survive it without paying double the airfare as advertised, you're a genius on a computer. Because
It's all the add-ons, isn't it? Ryanair, I think EasyJet is probably the same, actually, isn't it? It's all the add-ons.
yes, I mean they're all got their own ways, but nothing as very professional as Ryanair. Now that's getting the same way as Bezos and his lovely child Amazon. You try speaking to anybody.
Oh, impossible.
You can you try returning
I
anything.
know, I know, I
It
know, I
is
know.
a nightmare.
I was hacked last year, and it took me 3 months to get it sorted.
Yes.
Trying to find someone to phone, you ended up talking to people you couldn't understand them. It went round and round the loop. I'd be held on for 2 to 3 hours with the phone ringing. It's dreadful. There is no customer service there. It's 3 months. I was getting so exasperated, and in the end, I'd literally just thought, well, I'll set up another account that they can't trace my name through. And I did it so that I also go in with a code through my phone. But I had to do it 3 months before I could actually get that sorted. It was dreadful. It makes me so angry when you offer a service and yet you don't have a phone-in customer service. That's not customer service in my view.
No,
You
it
have to be
isn't.
able to speak to somebody.
Yeah.
Or email them. You can't do anything. No, Amazon, oh, it's a nightmare. Absolute nightmare.
And agreeing with you, and as aforementioned, again, the quality of goods is appalling at times.
Yeah, it is.
Seconds that you'd never buy in a shop. I
Mm.
mean, I've been caught out with a wonderful heavyweight jumper. Not that we need it very much, but there are cold days, and it looks great. You put it on, you try and get that zip to work.
Yeah.
It's badly made. Now, you'd suss that out in the shop. You'd try it on, but you can't with Amazon.
No,
You've just
no.
got to accept, and these are seconds. A
I,
lot
I, I
are
have been
seconds.
fortunate. I have had no problems with Amazon at all. But I know apart from myself being hacked, and that was dreadful, because they'd managed to get in and taken a series of £100 gift cards out of my account, out of my bank account. So it meant everything had to be closed down. I had to get a new bank card and, set up new, because I do like Amazon, I have to say, but I'm very careful. I will always look at where it's come from. I always read the reviews, always. So if anything, if it's all like, oh, rah, 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 this is lovely. But if there's one or two that go absolute rubbish, looks really cheap, I tend to believe that one than the one that's going, oh, it's so well, so well turned out. It's so well made. If there's one or two that say it's absolute rubbish, then I think that's the truth. But you do have to be careful. It's the same with eBay. You have to be very careful that you read the reviews.
Well, the other thing that is a fast, quick buck for them is they say there's a £5 delivery charge. Well, 4.99, same thing, for this item, which puts it actually ahead in price of the shops. But if you spend another £15 on something else, you get free delivery. So you look for something you don't really need, and you tick that box, but it is not registered on the pay desk. It still charges you £5, and that happens 9 out of 10 times. That's cheating. That's lying. Stop it, Amazon. The other thing, of course, that most people realise these days, that if you do happen to send something back, it goes in the tip.
Yeah.
They don't even investigate it, whether it can be reused or anything.
But it's this throwaway society, isn't it?
Yeah.
Things are not built to last anymore. It's just so obvious. Something sort of like it breaks after a year, and it's not worth having it repaired. To buy another
No,
one.
no. Now, talking about tips, we've got a nice story here. Fly tipping has always been on the go, and now it's taken on a new level because in several places in the country, one of them being Richmond, perhaps you have posh tips there. what these criminals are doing
Mm.
is actually taking down trees in woods, beautiful bluebell woods, and burying and tipping there. And they're getting away with it because these have not been inspected by the local authority for at least a year. And 30 lorries a day are coming and getting rid of rubbish. And such is our merit in our civil service division, whether it's at local level or national level. After 12 months, it stinks.
Yeah, oh, wasn't it in, where was it? Somewhere in Oxford, wasn't it? That they've had
There's
this
another one there.
enormous, I mean, it's huge and deep as well. It's about 10
Yeah,
meters high,
stick it
isn't
in the
it?
lake.
Oh, is that right? Okay. It's absolutely awful. I mean, and local people have been trying to get rid of all the rubbish, but also you look at Birmingham. I mean, what are they going to do there with all that rubbish that's still in the streets? I mean, the dustmen have been on strike for ages. What are they going to
Yes,
do? It's the hygiene. It's just so dangerous. You know, the rats and everything, and the flies and it's disgusting.
well, this is plainly down to the inefficiency, but let me tell you, I use the word criminal. They are. They're drug dealers that have
Oh,
seen
no, they are. That's right.
another word to make another way to make a quick buck.
That's
Now,
right.
the other thing to bear in mind is local authorities make a fortune. I've seen it in action on the Isle of Wight when we used to live there. They didn't call it a tip, it's called a civic amenity centre. Still stinks the same thing. Oh, anyway, there they are. And they, if you're a normal mortal, they will charge you for everything that you tip. You're only allowed a little bit free. The rest you pay a fortune. You know, if they stop charging, then there wouldn't be any reason for fly tipping.
Well, the thing is with us, you see, around here now, they don't charge you, but the fly tipping has got worse because they've now put cameras up at the tip, and you're supposed to go online and book your slot through the council. So, you know, and then you've got 10 minutes to do stuff. And they say, but I haven't been down there since. I'm not, but I don't can't be bothered. Used to be there was nothing wrong. You could turn up. There was never long queues. We're not a big community, so I don't know why they need to invest in a £30,000 what they call it vehicle registration camera, isn't it? What's it called? I can't remember. VR
Recognition.
something, wasn't it? I don't know.
Yeah.
And then then stopping you and or you can't put that in and you can't and they can even see apparently what you have actually got in your rubbish. You know.
I know. The next thing will be the X-ray cameras. That should be entertaining. Okay, we'll move on. I'm going to quote a date to you. And the year was 1992. Can you think of what happened in 1992? Anything special at that time? Well, I'll tell you. The Church of England decided to let women apply for vicar.
Did it go back as far as then?
It does.
Goodness.
A lot of people didn't take it up. It wasn't fashionable
Wow.
until the
I
2000s.
I didn't realize it was as long ago as that.
That was
Crikey.
when it passed synod. I think that's a
Wow.
lovely name, synod. It sums up everything. Anyway, there it goes. And would you believe since that time, 700 priests have jumped ship to the Catholics?
Oh, wow. What, because of the women coming in?
Mainly because of the women's thing.
Wow. How
Interesting.
interesting.
Now, one has to say, in the scriptures, in the Bible, it does say there's certain jobs that women are very good at, there's certain jobs that men are very good at, and they're following the original tradition and saying, well, we don't like what's happening to this Anglican church. It's got even worse since then, of course. And now they've got a lady archbishop, indeed.
She's
Starts
dreadful.
in January. But it's interesting that the Church of England, let's be honest, except for certain areas where it's thriving, has gone down the nick big time. This is just one thing that's nailed in the coffin.
I just think it's so. It took 2 weeks to choose a pope, and it's taken over a year, hasn't it, to choose an archbishop, and then they've come up with the most woke one ever. Um,
Yeah,
it-
she ticks all the boxes. It's perfect.
yes,
It's not perfect. She's white. She's not black. And I say that because the last incumbent of the Methodist Church, which only has a chief bod for a year, she was black and the thing and woke like you wouldn't believe. Now, that's all right. Nothing wrong with being black. There's a lot wrong with being woke. But it fits in what they think the nation needs.
yeah.
Yes. Well, there you go.
I think
Yes.
we just need some leadership, actually, not some. I can't
Yes.
remember what it was she'd agreed to the other day, and I thought, what is wrong with you? What is it you just don't get? I mean, there's no one. I mean, there's no one standing up over here to talk about these things like, abortions and being able to choose your sex by abortion and euthanasia and all that stuff. There's no
No,
one, no one over there. They're nowhere to be
no.
seen. Any of them.
They take the easy route.
Yeah.
We get the government that we deserve, is an old adage, and I think it's ever so true. So wake up, folks, because they're coming for you one way or the other.
Can't wait for Wednesday. The lovely Rachel when she goes.
Yeah. Well, enough said. Look, the other thing that we've got to address today is a difficult area. It's abuse. And if you have been abused as a child, for instance, and maybe as a child got a criminal record, you're not allowed to claim compensation.
It's dreadful, isn't it? So this came out at the week. I didn't realize that that was how it is, but it was about I'd raised the issue about the people who have been victims of the rape gangs, and then that's when I read that some of these people will not, if you have a criminal record, you will not be able to have the compensation. Well, if you think you have been blighted by crime, you have been, I'm not saying that you should do it, but some people get into crime out of sheer desperation. Others just get into it because they think it's a good fun thing to do. But others will have got into it because they were in a state having been part of a rape gang or a victim of a rape gang, whatever. I think it's absolutely dreadful that you can't have that compassion. This is, oh, you're not going to get it then. I think it's terrible, absolutely terrible. Because there's a guy, isn't there, that for a few years back, wasn't it? He was very, very badly abused, and he hasn't got any compensation. And it was in the papers, and I thought I didn't know that, and that is really awful. It's dreadful.
The reason that that law is being applied is somebody had the bright idea, and it's fair comment, that if gangs are involved and the guy got injured, as an example, in a gang fight,
Yeah,
then that was, why should we pay compensation for that when he was
right.
part of the gang? But
Mm,
it's like everything else. Marilyn, Big Brother, big state, and nobody realizes that more than I do.
yeah,
And the fullness of that statement will be out in the near future. We have a claim against the NHS, which you wouldn't believe, but I can't say anything about it now. But Big Brother is not interested in justice. If
no,
he was, he would have stopped the blood
yeah,
saga, the
yeah,
post office saga,
absolutely.
and many other sagas.
Yeah,
All they are doing is what an insurance company would do. Take your money and then find a clever lawyer that will find something that, oh, we can't pay him because he didn't do that.
yeah.
Where is justice? Where is moral compass?
Well, there's no way to be seen, is it?
They're not interested. They don't care.
No, they
All
don't
they're
care.
there
They
for,
don't
these
care.
civil servants, is to save money for the government. They are not your friends. I don't care whether it's DVLA, whether it's the Home Office, whoever it is, they're out to save one thing, their own skins with a good job, their own pensions, and they're not interested.
No, and their own pensions as well, I heard today, are full life and index linked.
Yes,
So that's the best pension you can get, isn't it? So, there was a debate going on, and well, should they even have a pension? And some people saying, oh, yes, they should because they're working. But I don't know. Sometimes I think, really.
Really, we've got to go. Listen again, we've overrun, but we do. But we got one item to cheer you up. The most important meal of the day, as we all know, is brekkie, breakfast, for a number of reasons. But we're not eating goodies. For an example, we're eating cornflakes. And if we eat Frosties, we're doubling the amount of sugar anyway, because they're full of sugar, that lot. We are now being urged by sensible people not to be miserable, but to make choices that will do us good. Swap. Don't give it up altogether, which is not the way to diet, but you've got to get more discipline. And I'll mention a number of things, if I may. Breakfast bars are the cheap and easy way of grabbing hold of something before you dash out the door to work. Well, what should you do? The number of added sugars in there, by the way, in those bars.
Yes, yeah. Read the
They
back
are
of
the
the products.
unhealthiest snack you can ever have. But you can make your own. And as long as you do it out of the right ingredients, mainly oats, if you've got a sweet tooth, a bit of honey, various nuts, tastes so much nicer. But I'll tell you the real villains in a lot of the fast food, the ultra processed food, as it's now called, is emulsifiers.
Oh, yes,
Now,
yes.
these are the things that make it taste nice or feel nice in your mouth, swells up and makes the cream thicker, if you wish. And they're in almost everything, but they're about to meet their doom. They found a link to bowel cancer.
Oh, have they? Well, that doesn't surprise me, actually. Because, if you're eating too much sugars and too much processed stuff, we know that's bad for the bowel and it's bad for the intestine. But the trouble is, if you are then obese, I've just seen this at lunchtime. If you are then obese, people are now getting too big to go to the cremation, to get in a coffin and to be cremated because they're too big.
I know, they're going to charge more.
What'd you do? Saw the person in half and put it in two coffins?
That's a thought, isn't it? And then charge double, of course, yeah. That's the answer. Anyway, emulsifiers are bad. Look on your labels, you'll see them clearly listed there. They have to be. And as I mentioned, make your own bars, oats, bananas, peanut butter. Now, I always thought peanut butter.
Food of the devil.
It's a Marmite thing, isn't it, really?
I don't like Marmite. I cannot stand peanut butter.
Actually, it's so healthy and so full of protein. There you go. Anyway, you make it from what you like, you can. A big bowl of breakfast cereal. Just always check the sugar.
Yeah, it's heavy in sugar, very heavy in sugar.
Yes. The other thing I'm always nagging you about, madam, is your penchant for bacon butties.
No, I haven't had bacon for ages.
Have you not?
I have not had any bacon for ages.
Oh,
no.
There you go.
No, I've listened to you on that one. You'll have a long way to go to convince me about wine, but
yeah. I mean, it's highly manufactured meat again.
Yeah, it is. It's a process.
Things like that.
Yeah.
And even hams.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I buy a gammon and I do it myself. I slice it all up. I like to do a proper, like a Christmas gammon and then slice that up very thin.
Ooh, nice.
Very nice. Yeah.
Having said that, if you can't do without a bacon sandwich, have a
I know. There's nothing quite like it. So when you go past a breakfast bar, you smell them.
2 a month are your limit.
I haven't had any.
Always, as you well know, whole grain bread is better than white. White's had all the goodies removed for it. Unfortunately, it's gorgeous to have a nice soft one.
Oh, it is. It is nothing like crusty white bread. It's delicious, isn't it?
Yes, it is. But there you go. Swap bacon, it is suggested, and it's reached my limit, this, for vegan
Oh,
veggie sausages.
I knew you were going to say that.
Don't you dare. They are foul. I've tried them all. I promise you.
I knew
They're
you were going to
rubbish.
say that.
No, stay clear of that. There's other things you can have. Chicken sausages, preferably from your own butcher, because they're not full of baddies.
Well, everything's better coming from an actual butcher, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't trust the supermarkets. I just, you don't know what
No,
gunk,
no, no.
you don't know what gunk they put in.
Yeah,
So I would always try. You know, you pay a little bit more, but you know what you're getting is
yeah.
the real deal.
I mean, it's so easy to abuse chicken stuff by using entrails and everything. You want the proper
Disgusting. But
stuff.
whatever goes in a chicken nugget, I don't want to think about it, quite honestly.
Reformed, it's called. That's nicely way of putting rubbish. So chicken, or even, and you might have to go to your local halal for this one. Lamb sausages, they're better for you. Some of them are all right.
No,
So,
I don't like lamb kofta either. I don't like those. I
oh,
like lamb as roast lamb. That's it.
oh well, yeah, that's the best, isn't it? Anyway, avoid, please, shop bought smoothies.
Yeah, yeah,
They're full
yeah,
of
yeah.
chemicals.
I know they are. They are.
Do your own.
That if there's slushy things, that's got a hot load of muck in it. You know this what they
It
call
is.
those slushy.
Yeah,
You get their bright blue and things like that that you can get. They're disgusting.
yeah. The
I don't
clue.
think half the parents realize what they're putting down their kids' throats.
No, they don't, and they don't
Dreadful.
care either. But fiber is the key. You've got to
Yeah,
have fiber, gets the gut moving,
yeah, that's right.
and it's infinitely helpful. If you make your own smoothie, there's 50% fiber in. If you use the skin, which is the best part of it anyway,
Always, always.
get a good whisker. Fruit juice again. Don't cut it out completely, but do a 50-50 split.
Mm,
Get a nice fruit juice, preferably apple, orange, pineapple, and mandarin
yeah,
are the best ones to go for.
yeah.
And
Oh,
50% water
I like
and
mandarins. I
juice.
must admit, I do like mandarins.
Yes. And make sure they're 100% juice and
Yeah,
not the
and not
rubbish that
syrup.
comes in these Tetra packs.
Mm, yes, yeah.
Let's go to our real love before we go. A full English. Is that good for breakfast or
I don't care. It's
well,
very nice. I just can't do the black pudding.
oh, I love black pudding.
I mean, the stupid thing is, I like haggis. So you know, there's
Yeah.
not much different really. Is there to black pudding to haggis really?
Oh, there you go.
And you know, no, no. If I go away in a hotel, I always have the full English in the morning.
Ooh, well, full English is not as bad as you think. There are full English and full English. If you're having pan-fried white bread, that's a death signal. Don't have that in your full English. Yes, once a week will do you no harm. But if you can possibly go for a full English, a la baked beans are good.
Yes,
Don't
very good,
too
very
much
good.
sugar in. Mushrooms are good. Tomatoes are good. Spinach is good. And it's always best to grill it than fry it. So you've got a
Okay.
choice there. Although if you do fry and you only need a tiny amount of olive oil, we're always going about virgin olive oil being good for you. There's two kinds of olive oil that are virgin. One is a second pressing, which is not quite as good as the first one, but you have a 20-degree window before you reach the smoking points. So if
Oh,
you're
yeah, yeah,
frying
that's
anything,
right. Yeah, that's
it's
right.
best to buy that one. It
Yes,
just says virgin olive oil. If
yeah,
you want the stuff for the table, extra virgin.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
It is to do with the heat points, isn't it? Because it's the
yeah,
same when you're doing a roast, you're doing roast potatoes. It's like if you use sunflower oil or olive oil, you get much more smoke with olive oil, don't you?
yes, and that's the point you can get poisoning from. So you shouldn't allow it to smoke. If it smokes in your frying pan, you forget about it.
But we'll soon be having Christmas pudding, Christmas, roast potatoes in goose fat. So they're lovely.
Yes, they are. But if it's
Roast potatoes.
smoking, I urge you throw it away.
Oh, absolutely. But I tell you, roast potatoes, I toss them in, I parboil them and then I toss them in semolina. And
Oh,
that is lovely. You get really crunchy roast
yes,
potatoes.
that's a nice way of making it
Yeah.
crunchy.
Yeah.
We draw to the end. We have to. Yogurts are a good alternative as long as we keep saying Greek yogurts.
One
Oh,
and not Greek style yogurt. It has to be Greek
no,
yogurt.
exactly that. But the ordinary yogurt is actually rubbish.
It
Don't
is.
have it. It's full of chemicals,
It is.
full
It
of
is.
sugars. It
Yeah,
is
it is.
not a health food, it's an opposite. But if you get a Greek yogurt, now there's a lot of debate on what's the difference. Why is it different, Greek yogurts? It's a bit complex, but to make it easy, you filter the cow, or better still, the goat or the
Yeah.
sheep, and get rid of the whey. And to compensate in it, you put powder in, a protein type powder in. That's what makes it deliciously
Yeah.
little bitey lemony, and also smoothing your mouth without emulsifiers.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So Greek yogurt, I know it costs you a bit more.
It doesn't in Aldi. They do the Greek one and the proper Greek one, and and you get a
Interesting.
big pot, big
Yeah,
and it's about £1.89.
golly, the one recommended is a little one that comes up with 4 stars.
Yeah.
But they did tell me that there was one from Aldi. That's
Yeah,
obvious.
it's nice. It's a nice one.
Is there one called Face in England? Face, Face, or
No,
Dace or whatever. And it's very expensive. It's £5 on a pot.
not seen that.
Oh, well, I've seen it in supermercados or supermarkets in
No,
England,
not seen that.
but it's expensive.
Yeah.
But go for the Greek's proper original yogurt. And lastly, pastries. There's no redemption. They're so bad and so wonderful that we like
I
them.
know.
If you have to sin, put an apple by the pastry and eat both of them. Is the
I
way.
tell you, I walked into Aldi this morning and the bakery had just brought out their new batch, and it was, oh, right, the lovely smell going right around the shop. And I thought, no, I'm not going to that end to buy a cake.
Well, we've covered some subjects, haven't we?
Well, there we have. We have indeed. And yes, so what's today? Monday. Goodness me. Oh my goodness. Yes, we have to look forward to Wednesday. Yes.
Yes. No,
That's
it'll
good.
make us more happy Christmas.
Oh, I should think the queues have already started at Heathrow for people that want to leave the country.
Oh, well, here we are. I'll finish with a punchline because we're going to tackle this next time. Many old age pensioners, and I mean many, are missing meals now to pay
Oh,
for
they are.
gas bills.
Yeah, they are. They are. Yeah, I heard that on
Now
the radio.
that says it
Dreadful.
all, doesn't it?
It's dreadful. It's dreadful. Meanwhile, the migrants live in a four-star hotel
Yes, thank you very
with free
much.
food and heating.
Welcome to Britain,
Dreadful.
as it
Dreadful.
is at the moment. Okay,
Right.
guys.